Let's be completely open and honest and vulnerable with each other right now. There's something in our past that's continuing to weigh on us, and it's significantly affecting the way that we're able to operate on a day-to-day basis. Whether it be a missed opportunity, a breakup, a stupid decision that we might have made, or simply just an unfortunate event that's happened in our lives. And why is that, and how do we fix it? Which is what you're going to have the answer to by the end of this video, because this is something that I've struggled with for many years, and it's been very relieving to have recently gained back this mental clarity that I was missing for so long. But before I get into that, you must understand one thing first. Your past is your story that you will tell one day. And the reality is that this dark shadow that continues to haunt you and infect your mind will eventually become the very stepping stone that will bring you closer to the version of yourself that you have always wanted to be. But the question still remains, why can't I let go, and why is this so hard to overcome? And it's actually very simple. I want you to view your life as a chessboard. Stay with me here. But on one side of the board is you, and on the other side of the board is evil. Now, as the game progresses, you see what seems to be a no-brainer move, that there's a free piece on the board that you can just take from the evil. And you get all excited, your heart starts racing as you discover this play, maybe you sit up in your chair a bit as you get ready to make this move, but then suddenly your hand begins to uncontrollably drift to a part of the board that you weren't even looking at. And despite everything inside of you telling you to take this piece that you wanted to, you can't, because God has made this move over here for you. And even though it seems like a terrible move at the time, because it's like instead of taking this free piece over here, he's over here sacrificing one of our own pieces. And in the midst of all this confusion and frustration, you ask God, why did you make this move? And he tells you that if you would have made this move, if you would have taken this piece, you would have fallen for one of the many traps that evil has set you, and you would have been checkmated 5 moves later. And although it seems risky to sacrifice one of our own pieces now, we've actually set ourselves up for a win later down the line. And the exact same thing has happened in your life up until this point. You have seen a clear path to take, an easy step forward that you can take. But that path was a lie. That step forward was a trap in order to derail you from the path that you should be taking. So God made the tough decision in order to sacrifice the short term to save you in the long run. And you might still be in this stage of confusion and frustration right now, asking God, why are you doing this to me? But in a few moves, you will see it all clearly. You will see the path laid out in front of you. You will see that the sacrifice was the winning move all along. So now that you understand the situation that you're in, what do you do now? What can you do directly after watching this video to get over this once and for all? And my answer to you is that in order to grow from this experience that you're going through, you must take the time to recognize any areas that you need to improve on. For example, why was the trap so tempting? What did the trap falsely promise me that caused me to lose sight of what was really best for me? And you may even have to look up to the moves leading up to that play that led you to making that decision in the first place. The idea is to put it all into context and take the insights that you gained and the lessons that you learned so that in the future, you can become a stronger, a wiser, and a more competent version of yourself that doesn't fall for these traps so easily. That's the biggest thing I want to stress, because without knowing your exact situation that you're in right now, and without knowing all the little details and the ins and outs, this whole thing that you're going through is a learning experience. What you're going through right now is a phase of growth. It's a phase of development. And so if you treat these events that seem unfortunate as such, like I've described in this video, you will rapidly improve and rapidly evolve into the version of yourself that you've always wanted to be. And I hope all of this makes sense and you were able to stay with me. Even rewatch this video a couple times if you haven't, or ask any questions that you might have down in the comments. I'll make sure to get to each and every single one of them. But I hope you found some value in this and you were able to resonate with some of this today. Thank you for listening to me, my friend, and I will see you in the next one.